And sorry, I'm just kicking off my shoes because I just came back from work. I'm sure by the title you're probably thinking, what? But I've been knowing this girl for 10 years though, and I never knew this. However long you've known me, to be honest, you probably didn't even know that I grew up in a foster home. My story is slightly a little bit different. I mean, the difference between me and all of the other children that I lived with is that I actually wasn't in foster care. My mum was a foster carer. I don't even know where to begin with this story. As far back as I can remember, I have always lived in a house full of so many people. I do remember the first time some people came to stay, and I actually remember it like it was yesterday, and I think I was about 4 years old, and I remember we were all sitting around the dinner table and there was these two pretty girls. If I was 4, let's just say that they were probably about 16 years old. They were slightly lighter than me. They both had green eyes, and at this point my mum was in a new relationship, and these girls, one of them was his daughter and the other one was his niece. They were the first to come and live with us, living in a 3-bedroom house that was my brother. Even to this day I still have to count on the hands how many siblings I have because it's still growing. My brother, my sister, my new stepsister and my new cousin, my mum and my stepdad. So that was already 6 people. And then after that, another sister, my mum's first foster child, and this time she was 10 years older than me. It's so hard because it was normal to me. It was normal that my house was always full. There were always people coming to stay. So all of a sudden then now there was a few more. Literally the list kept growing and growing to the point where I swear to God, in every single room there was a bunk bed. There could have even have been 2 bunk beds. My mum has fostered in total 15 children. Some of them have stayed from primary school up until 18. Some have stayed from early teenagers up until they came back from uni. She put them through uni. We went on a holiday, we had some minivan that we used to roll around in. Let me tell you something about all these teenage girls. One of them was in love with 3T. The other one was in love with Busta Rhymes. The other one was in love with, what's that one called, with Roger from Sister Sister. Whatever you want, my love, just come and feel the flame. Listen, I knew about all the tunes. I remember there was this one girl, she was an alcoholic. She used to be sipping like alcohol in a mug like it was tea. And then she fancied my stepbrother as well. And then I think my stepdad caught them doing a ting in the night, in the room. A boy, and he was such a thief. He stole my mum's jewellery and he was such a bad thief that it was found. Not mad at you, boo. Social services sent one girl. They failed to mention the fact that she was kicked out of her house for being pregnant. So we had a pregnant one at some time. Some other boy that asked me to be his girlfriend and used to sing songs to me. That he didn't stay for too long. And then I remember we had another girl. She took me out with her on Saturday with her friends, and we was just, you know, shopping or whatever, and they used me as a decoy to shoplift. Bad girl shoplifter out here from young. Every single female that came to live with us that was the same age as me, I probably had physical fights with. I'm telling you, it was like EastEnders up in my yard. I got burnt, and I swear to God, you see where the steam comes out of the iron, you could see the whole, like you could see the full print of the iron. It mysteriously dropped on me. I remember getting into a fight with her, and I was just like, my dad was coming to pick me up. I don't know what we was fighting over, and literally, you know them ones where you just do the one push of the forehead, and literally I did that, and she fell back on the wardrobe. I don't even know if she fell that hard, but this girl was bawling, boop, and boom, I was gone. And there was another girl that was the same age as me. We used to fight all the time. It could have been jealousy, it could have been and you know, it's not even a big deal. It's not even to say that, you know, there's something to be jealous of me about. I live with my mum. I used to see my dad every 2 weeks without fail most of the time. They didn't necessarily have the same privilege of seeing their mum or seeing their dad. But the wickedest thing is that they would also be my best friend. So it was weird. It was like we would do everything together, but then we'll hate each other sometimes as well. And I think, if anything, I think that's actually just normal, like, brother, not even brother, I never used to fight with the boys, but that's just normal sister stuff. I feel like we made it work. If anything, my mum's actual children got it worse than they did, like straight up, like we got it worse. They used to get pocket money. We never got pocket money. Like, they fully used to get an allowance, and I always used to be so jealous about that. They never got beats, because obviously that can't run. Like, you're gonna get caught out. Like, mad curfews. None of us were allowed a boyfriend. None of us were allowed a boyfriend. Like, if you were late, my stepdad would lock the door, and that's it, you're not coming home. Okay, so where are you sleeping then? God forbid a boy rang the house phone. God forbid. Our house was run like clockwork. Saturday comes, housework. You could not leave the house until you contributed. Listen, when I'm talking about clean, I'm talking about real clean. I'm talking about removing everything from the cupboard and wiping it down and putting it back. I'm talking about deep clean, professional standard. I have a huge family. I can call on this one to come pick me up if my car's not working. Call on that one to bring a juice and chill. I can call on that one to give me some advice. I can call on this one to go raving. I can call, like, literally I have a sibling for everything. Like, if I'm real, like, I have friends, but I don't need friends because I'm so fulfilled with my siblings that I have. It's that real. I love you, friends, don't worry. It was just one huge big family. You won't understand it unless you're in it, really. I would be extremely offended if somebody was to say that's not your real sister, that's not your real brother, because we've grown up as if we are. We've been through the sibling beef, we've been through absolutely everything. Everybody, like, had a story and everybody was going through something, and I think that with that, it kind of made me who I am today. It made me extremely independent. When there's so many of you, like, my mum only has so much time. I would not exchange living in a household like that for nothing, because if anything, it's built me to be strong. It's built me to know that, listen, I know people that have gone through the maddest of things. Like, I have gone through the maddest of things, and I'm strong for it. I'm definitely strong for it. Obviously, like I said, this is my first story time, and it's something definitely brand new. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got to see, you know, a completely different side of living in a foster home. I just thought this would be, you know, something interesting to do. like I said, get a different perspective, let you guys know a little bit about me on a personal level. And that's what really this was all about, because everybody knows I'm a designer, the designer of Amarachi, everybody knows that person, but they don't necessarily know who I am and where I've come from. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and every single Thursday, absolutely every single Thursday, I will be posting a video. Obviously, God forbid, if I get hit by a bus, it's going to be quite difficult, but I'm going to do my best to post every single Thursday. So I want you guys to know how much effort I'm putting in, sticking to this every Thursday thing. It's Wednesday today and I'm filming Who's Getting Sleep Tonight. Thank you for watching.